forwards Lowe and Wetton. Restart through Fox. Again is the roll, the drive, the sapping of the energy, the defensive energy, sucking defenders into maul situation rather than standing off. Collins still resists intelligently, so does Crothers. They wait to see whether the All Blacks would break off, but that's good Cardiff defence.
And that all started from a perfect kick-off by Grant Fox. Gave his forwards a chance to contest the ball. Well tapped back, and they've gained about 20 metres rolling maul.
David Young, the last Cardiff man to get to his feet. Sean Fitzpatrick, the last All Black to get to his feet. Lots of options open here. Basham, a little dummy. Not convincing though. This is Innes. This is Kerwin in space. But good defence again. Ridge has good control. Good tackle by Rhea though. Support so quickly there from the All Blacks. They drive in, set it back to Basham. Good tackle though by Rowley, the lock. Can Cardiff take advantage of that through Geraint John? A hack ahead from Booth. It's still being hacked on. Ford is Schuster is the man that tries to save things. The ball, Ring is quickly there, doing the rucking work, driven on by Crothers. Cardiff on the rampage. And it's as if Cardiff has scored a try, and it's only an award of a penalty. Quickly taken, it's into midfield. Ring steps past 1-2. Lovely work by the centre. The grubber kick and chase. Booth is there. Wright is falling and getting up. Well done by the left wing, but he's in trouble. Now Cardiff need to get there in numbers. Rather slowly arriving, 1 or 2 perhaps, but the scrum is awarded to Cardiff.
And there was a bit of magic by Mark Ring in the centre there. Some lovely side steps, hint of acceleration, kicked ahead, maybe he could have passed a bit ultra critical, but look, it shows that the All Blacks are human. They don't like going back as well as anybody else. Great play by Mark Ring.
That's the man, signals, yes, I'll want it again, he wants it all the time. One of the star performers of Welsh rugby. And that's the All Black corner flag just in the background. What a chance for Booth then. Not well delivered as Evans checks. Looked initially for the drop goal, then finds his way barred by 2 All Blacks as Booth takes the rubber kick option. Back there is right, and again Cardiff not making the All Blacks tackle, and that should be crucial at this point.
Easy to be critical from here, but I think Andrew Booth had a couple of men on his outside. When you get that kind of chance, you have to pass the ball and make those chances count. Great play by the Cardiff forwards who made super ball for Andrew Booth.
So we're back for a restart in midfield. Cardiff, by the way, through scoring 12 points, have scored their highest total ever against the All Blacks. Previously it was just 9, and those 9 points were scored in 1980 through the boot of Gareth Davis. Today 12 to Cardiff's credit, as again the forwards are offered such a good chance to get to that, but it's pinched by Cardiff. Ring again offered a chance to pressurise the All Blacks. This is through a high kick, and again Ridge remarkably well takes it early, means that he's not really under pressure. Good play from the fullback.
And Cardiff really have the All Blacks rattled a bit. They put them under pressure. Excellent play by the halfbacks, and Mark Ring was really coming to his own in the last 10 minutes or so, keeping the pressure on with lovely judged kicks.
Interesting comparison between the 2 fullbacks, Phil. One takes the ball early in the air, Mike Ray tends to stand firm.
Yes, I think Ridge is a little bit slighter, and he tends to get up a little bit earlier and look for the support of his pack behind him.
Good position for Cardiff. Again, this is Evans, opts for a drop kick at goal, but again, not convincingly done.
And it's a pity for Cardiff. They can't put their pressure into points, because at this level, the All Blacks are likely to break away and punish them.
Kerwin had thoughts of taking the quick option, but it's back to Fox in midfield. The restart will be his forwards away to his left. Cardiff take that. What good work. Now it's laid back. Can they now attack? Ring the little grubber kick, but gives Brewer a chance to break free. Cardiff again, the referee sensibly taking up the advantage law. Crothers drives on, set back to Booth, to Evans, to Ring. Tries to crash his way through, and there's a subtler Ring to that. but it was offside. We normally would have seen Ring dummy sidestep. Not the best option of his there, but still, there was some offside play, and it means that David Evans has another bite at the cherry here.
And we talk of the skills of Ring and of David Evans, but I'll tell you, it was the 8 Cardiff forwards that playing magnificently at the moment to set up such wonderful ball for the backs.
The All Blacks won't be happy that they're retreating to the shadows of their own goalposts as David Evans takes his time. Not perhaps the thoroughness of Grant Fox, but has been successful with his one and only attempt at goal through a penalty. 3 points already to his credit, his first points of the season for Cardiff. Now a chance to close that gap to 3 points, and what a moment that would be, and what a build-up it would be for a grand finale. Cardiff's number 10, David Evans, then strikes at goal. Yes, yet again successful. No wonder there's a smile and a look around for congratulations. The Cardiff outside half brings his team within 3 points of the world champions, the All Blacks.
And it's the great forward play of the Cardiff. Look at Mark Ring, there's where he charged him, but I think he knew that there were men offside, and Mr. Megson on the spot, and he awards the penalty, offside against the All Blacks.
Fox with the restart again, 8 minutes to go, 3 points the difference, and the All Blacks will lead again to step up a gear. They do that through Wayne Shelford, the captain. Laid back to Bishop, standing off is Brewer, but not over the advantage line, but that's a good slanting run from Innes, the centre, taken on by Williams. Bishop again, Brewer again, so often in the fray. This is Bishop again, the scrum half. Wetton, his flanker, is there so quickly in support. Standing off are 2 huge forwards again. Now they join in. Brewer, the last one, they roll it. Sucking in Cardiff defenders, ensuring that the likes of Collins, Carruthers and Edwards are not standing off in defence. Indeed, effectively done by Cardiff. They drive Fox back inside, but this time Cardiff's fault in standing offside. Taken, no, dummied quickly by Wayne Shelford. And finally a quick word with Ray Megson, the referee, just to say that Grant Fox, not surprisingly, will kick it goal.
And you know, all that pressure came from, again, an excellent kick-off by Grant Fox, well taken on by his forward. But I think at times, you know, they're setting up ruck and maul time after time when they have their backs well lined up to move the ball.
That's the man that has the responsibility of enhancing that New Zealand lead. It's been cut through 2 David Evans penalties to just 3 points. In fact, the All Blacks trailed at the halfway stage by 6 points. And here, a chance for Fox to make it a lead of 6 to take New Zealand over the 20-point mark, and indeed that will take them to the highest score ever against Cardiff, because that stands at 20 as well. Responds so positively, looks around just for confirmation. Fox, yet another penalty, his 3rd penalty, a conversion to his credit as well. And so both Cardiff and the All Blacks have now reached their highest scores ever in matches between the 2 teams. Cardiff have 15, New Zealand 21.
And here's where the All Blacks are putting the pressure. Grant Fox correctly go back looking for support, and look, there's where Mr. Megson has seen the Cardiff players offside.
David Evans calling his forwards a yard back. That's a better kick, offers Stone a chance to get there, 1 or 2 other forwards as well. But Bishop, such quick hands, gets it away. And Fox over the touchline. Booth, a little look around to see where David Evans is standing. Into midfield goes Steve Ford as well. But the ball won by the All Blacks again. The line-out really has been very nearly one-way traffic, and it's credit to the Cardiff forwards to have withstood that sort of pressure. They try and regroup, they try and stem that drive. It's not as forceful as we normally assume, as it now spins off and starts building up some sort of momentum. Bishop burrows, not a good pass, and Grant Fox then has to check. Booth stands under that, takes it early, takes it well, gets support from Stone. The rest of the forwards arrive. It's on its way. Bishop finally delivers, standing off Kerwin. On the wing is Wetton, the giant Wetton, gets it inside to another giant in Fitzpatrick, but the ball over the touchline. We're into the final 4 minutes then of this opening match of the New Zealand tour. It was thought by some to be a walkover. Cardiff have disproved that as Watkins aims at this line-out. Bishop into midfield, lots of running off the ball. The short little pass to Ridge, he's clean through, gets support from Brewer. He scores his first try of the tour, and the All Blacks further increase that lead now to 10 points. Brewer, the congratulations, but the work done in midfield, lots of running off the ball, and so difficult to pick up the man running onto it.
And again, it's them some line-out ball, but you're quite right, it's the men that's running off the ball. And there's the short, lovely little pass. Ridge showing good speed and good awareness and support by Mike Brewer. Good try. And there's Ridge coming on the burst, straight angle. Brewer, like any good wing forward, coming on his outside, perfect pass. And at last, the All Blacks put something together behind the scrum.
Foxton already into double figures on the tour. But, well, despite having 11 points to his credit, it's not been a day of his, really. Scores at an average of 17.5 matches for the All Blacks. He has scored 11 today, but really it could have been well in over 20 had he succeeded with all his kicks. We're into the final 2 minutes then, 10 points the difference. And Cardiff, despite seemingly going down to defeat, will be quite proud of what they've done. They weren't given a great chance at the beginning of the game, but they've risen to the occasion. They've been spurred on by a huge crowd here as Evans opts for the long restart. Again, the mark called by Fox, and really, Phil Bennett, you've mentioned it before, it does little for the confidence of the forwards to chase that far and see Fox kick it away.
Yes, David Evans, who's played superbly well, he put the ball there 40 metres down, right down Grant Fox's throat, and you see he's taking his time, slowing the game down, and the ball will probably end up again near the halfway line. Bad tactics from the kick-off.
So from the free kick, Fox restarts. It's kept alive by Cardiff in the shape of Brewer. That's again perfectly placed. Shelford comes in, takes it, reclaimed by the All Blacks. They try again to roll that drive at the heart of the Cardiff defence. Fitzpatrick to the fore. But so it's untidy, and indeed the referee finally loses patience. Doesn't seem as if the ball is emerging, and whistles.
And again, good play by the Cardiff forwards, and we'll have to see, because across the other side of the field, the touchdown has got his flag up.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Ken Harrower has to say to Ray Megson. It's only the second time that he's been advised from the touchline during the match. Acknowledges the advice of Harrower, makes his way back, and again, it'll be an All Black transgression, as some of the All Blacks tell Andrew Booth to go back. There'll be a word in the ear of, just wait, it's again the captain, and it's stamping, says the referee, and well, the drama has yet to unfold. We're into the final minute. It's a penalty kick at goal, and Cardiff decide that 3 points would be very welcome here. The gap is 10. Evans still not quite sure as we enter time added on for injury. Well, it would give the final scoreline a respectable look. Should Cardiff finish with 18 points, Phil Bennett?
Yes, you can't blame the Cardiff team. They played magnificently this afternoon, but I'm just wondering, does Tim Crothers know that the time's almost up? Because perhaps he should go for the 6 point where they could again be back in the game.
That's the man. He's made the decision, he stands by it. It's a penalty kick at goal. Should Evans kick it, it'll be down to 7 points the difference. A man who's already kicked 2 successive penalty goals, a chance to make it a hat-trick. Well, that will be thoroughly disappointing, and indeed, as Evans shakes his head, Ray Mexon, the referee, whistles and brings to an end this opening match of New Zealand's tour of Wales and Ireland. It's really been an enthralling encounter. Nothing like what people expected. It's been tense, competitive. That's the winning captain. Keeps up that winning run of the All Blacks up to 18. And the final scoreline of Cardiff 15, New Zealand 25. And Phil Bennett, I would have thought that despite the joy of the All Blacks of having won this match, there'll be some celebration in the Cardiff camp this evening.
Yes, most certainly. I think New Zealand won the game, but took to Cardiff the moral victory. A magnificent display. Everybody said, or most people said, a 30 or 40 pointer at least to the All Blacks, but the Cardiff team didn't read that script. Their tackling was absolutely magnificent. Their forward play was good. Evans and Booth were good at half-back. Mark Ring displayed that little bit of flair. Mike Ray solid. A magnificent team effort. Really, I think today that they have given them a ray of hope to Welsh rugby. The All Blacks, good side, but they can be beaten.